The uncertainty avoidance, the fourth layer of Hofstede's 6 dimensions of cultures. This dimension essentially considers the risk-taking appetite of the people coming from different cultures. This episode looks at the level of anxiety people feel when in uncertain, unknown, and unusual situations. This dimension largely can be divided into 2 subcategories, and they are high-level uncertainty avoidance and low-level uncertainty avoidance. Low-level uncertainty avoidance indicates the people's willingness to accept more risk, work outside the rules, and embrace changes. This cultural trait is more entrepreneurial. In contrast, the high-level uncertainty avoidance indicates to strictly follow the rules, data, and clarification of roles and responsibilities. Hence, these cultures are less entrepreneurial. Now, let's have a look at the difference in behaviors in people coming from low and high uncertainty avoidance cultures under following categories. So let's have a look at the first category, which is social norms. In high uncertainty avoidance countries, we see more conservatism, law and order, xenophobic attitudes, and they tend to express emotions. On the other hand, the low uncertainty avoidance cultures are more open to change and innovations. They show more tolerance towards diversity. However, they tend to suppress their emotions. In relation to the political and legal system, high uncertainty avoidance cultures, they show weak interest in politics, whereas the low uncertainty avoidance cultures, they show high interest in politics. Most of the times, the citizen protests are repressed in high uncertainty avoidance countries. The protests are accepted in low uncertainty avoidance cultures. In high uncertainty avoidance countries, we could also see more specific laws and regulations where the situation is opposite in the other part of the spectrum. In relation to religion, we could see Catholicism, Islam, Judaism, Shintoism in high uncertainty avoidance countries. The dominant religions in low uncertainty avoidance cultures are Protestantism, Buddhism, Taoism, and Hinduism. In high UA countries, we could also see aggressive fundamentalism. However, in low uncertainty avoidance countries, we see little persecution for beliefs. High UA countries are likely to be ritualized and ceremonial. Low UA countries, they avoid ritualizations and ceremony. In relation to education and schools, in high UA countries, the students are taught, the teachers have all the answers. In low UA countries, the teachers may say they don't know. Structured learning is also encouraged in high UA countries. In low UA countries, open-ended learning is encouraged. The family structures and the gender roles are traditional in high UA countries, and in low UA countries, we could see fewer gender roles. In high UA countries, the children are taught the world is hostile. In low UA countries, the children are taught the world is benevolent. So now the question is, where we could see high and low uncertainty avoidance cultures. Let's have a look at this map. So as you could see on this map, some of the highest uncertainty avoidance countries include Finland, Germany, Greece, Guatemala, Japan, Mexico, Portugal, and South Korea. On the other hand, some of the lowest uncertainty avoidance countries include Jamaica, Denmark, Singapore, Sweden, China, India, and the US. Before looking at our first example, first let's define 2 concepts. First is, what is a startup? A startup company is a newly formed business. And the second one is a unicorn. A unicorn is privately owned startup company which is valued over $1 billion US. Since startup companies are newly formed business, hence they are full of uncertainties. Now let's have a look at this map. In this map, we could see the US, China, and India are top 3 countries with highest number of unicorn startups. All 3 of them belong to low uncertainty avoidance cultures. Now let's have a look at another example from international business communication. While advertising their product, a company always pays high attention to the targeted audience in order to plan for the approach of the advertisement to them. Since in high uncertainty avoidance countries, people tend to feel threatened by unknown, unusual, or uncertain things, the companies tend to advertise their products as something they already know. On the other hand, in low uncertainty avoidance countries, approaching through adventure is more appealing to the people. The same product may be advertised as adventurous. In low uncertainty avoidance countries, the business shares information with the consumers only when it is asked. In contrast, in high-UA countries, the business tend to share all the possible information beforehand to avoid the potential buyer feel less uncomfortable asking for the information. We could understand it by having a look at business websites of the same products in different countries. Let's have a look at KFC website in Japan, which is a high UA country, and in Denmark, which is a low UA country. Now we are on the homepage of KFC Japan. We could see multiple options are showcased here. The potential consumer could navigate. Moreover, more information is there about the products if we scroll down. Now let's compare this website with KFC Denmark. This is the homepage of KFC Denmark. We could definitely see this page is less crowded, which means less information shared beforehand. So the information would be shared with the potential customer only when it is asked. This confirms the different approaches of international businesses according to their targeted audience. Another example is in early 2000s, when the internet was new and technologically sophisticated medium associated with a degree of uncertainty, the consumers in high UA countries needed more reassurance and tools to reduce uncertainty in order to facilitate their online purchases. If you have made until here, you probably be interested to know the other dimensions of the cultures. You could find them here. I will see you there.